Alright guys, so in today's video, we're going to try to tackle the lifelong question, can women and men be platonic friends? Okay, be platonic friends. Now, we've got a clip right here from Miss Joy Taylor and Miss Taylor Rooks. They've got a new podcast called Too Personal. And it seems like they're just going through relationship stuff, everyday stuff, outside of what Joy Taylor normally does. She is a FS1 analyst and show host as far as sports goes. So that's what she's kind of known for. All right. So if y'all know who Joy Taylor is, this is the young lady right here. Okay. Young lady right here. We see her right here. All right. I mean, now she looked good. Now, this is a more recent photo. She's putting on a little bit of weight, but okay. But we still within a good range, okay? we still within a good range, all right? So I'm not going to cut no corners. Young lady does look good. And then she's got her co-host, Miss Taylor Rooks. This is the Too Personal podcast. Let's see, Taylor Rooks. Let's see what we got. Yeah, so this is Miss Taylor Rooks right here, okay? This is her right here, all right? So yeah, I mean, she looking good too. All right, so let's not cut no corners. Two good looking young ladies. All right, but they up here talking about the red flags as far as with the men that they're potentially dating. Okay, they have potential of dating or maybe are dating. All right, and they are saying that if the man doesn't have any female friends, that is a big red flag. Okay, a big red flag. So let's let this thing roll out right now. All right, and then let's discuss, see if we can come to terms on platonic friendship between men and women. So I'm going to let this roll out right now.
I don't want to date a man that doesn't have any female friendships.
Bingo!
I don't want to date a man who only gets input from other men and who has all women in two categories. Your mother or your aunties or someone I want to sleep with. You have to have a broader spectrum on women and their value in your life if you're going to be with me.
Totally. Well, first off, only getting information and opinions from other men sounds terrifying.
Terrifying.
So I encourage that to not be what anybody does ever, but you're totally right, because the more we keep talking about can you have friends of the opposite sex, the more I start feeling like everybody is like primal animals in a zoo. You literally cannot physically be around someone of the opposite sex without just like your clothes coming off. Like I don't
Crazy.
do it. I don't, and I would never have any relationship that I'm ever in. Like, I'm not going to tell my partner you can't be around women, because if I feel like I have to tell you that, what does that say about what I think you're like when I'm not with you? That I can't trust you to be around women, that like platonically. I would say that says more about my choices and who I'm with, because I'm never going to feel like I have to control you or I have to monitor the friendships that you are in.
Okay. So we got that right there. We got that right there. They gave us the breakdown. We're gonna go back through it. Okay, we're gonna go back through it. All right, and we're gonna see if we can come to terms on this whole male friendship, men and women being platonic friends. So right out the gate, Joey Taylor lets us know she doesn't want to be with any man that doesn't have any female friendships. So let's break that down a little bit. Okay, what do we call quote unquote female friendships? All right. Now we have to be real careful with this. Okay. Because some things can go awry, all right? Things can go awry, they can go amok, all right, in the midst of this. Now, I personally believe that you can have, quote-unquote, female friends, but they're more of acquaintances, all right? Most of the time, when men have, quote-unquote, female friends, okay, it's usually because one of their buddies is dating a young lady, and then when they all hang out together, of course you're going to interact and mingle, and so you have the friendship within that. Okay. Now, usually that doesn't entail that particular man going and hitting up the girl and things of that nature. What are you doing? You want to go hang out? Things like that. Okay. Things like that. So you have to be real careful when you get in a relationship, all right, with somebody else. And let's say, quote unquote, you do have a female best friend as a man. The woman you with, but she gonna have a whole lot of strength. Cause I mean, you'd be like, oh well, me and me and Susan, we go hang out, every Saturday afternoon, have a little lunch and do this and that. And be like, hold on a second. What do you mean you go hang out? You know what I'm saying? Because the woman you with, she don't know if y'all banged in the past, if y'all had a moment of passion. Okay, moment of passion. I mean, you know what I'm saying? She don't know if y'all had a drunk night. and you done went in there and stretched that thing out. And you know what I'm saying? If stuff don't go quite right at the house, y'all have a fight or whatever, all of a sudden y'all be done confided in each other. All right. So, I mean, I'm not saying that that is happening, but it could be. Now, when she talks about men putting women in categories, mothers and aunties, and it's terrifying if you only get your all your intel just from a man. Well, you do get a lot of your intel about women from your mother and slash aunties. Does that not make sense? You know what I'm saying? Does that not make sense? We got to be honest with each other, okay? With men and women, most of the time, men are not. This is most of the time. We're excluding gay men, okay? We're excluding gay men, all right? We're gonna throw that out. But most of the time, when a man is hanging around a woman, okay, 9 times out of 10 it's because he finds her attractive. All right, that's just all there is to it. If he's hanging around her, if he's engaging with her, or if it's within a business composition. All right, your job, work, things of that nature. But quote unquote friends, we're going out, we hang out, we might go get drinks, we might go do a bowling, might go get lunch and things of that nature. You got to be real careful with that. Okay, you got to be real careful with that because that's when jealousy starts to creep into the relationship. Okay, that's when it starts creeping in. So you don't want to seem like you too friendly. Okay, because I mean, the minute you say, I mean, y'all say y'all just friends, right? She'd be looking at you like, I mean, y'all mighty close. I mean, how friendly are you? That's what she be trying to figure out. How friendly y'all be getting? I mean, when y'all say y'all friends, how friendly have you gotten? That's the real question. Okay, that's question number one. All right, and the same goes for the other side. Now, I think a lot of times this is cope. All right, this is cope. Oh, you need to have female friends because I've got a lot of male friends. I'm like, look, these two good-looking young ladies right here. I'm trying to tell you, they be acting like, oh yeah, my male friends, they see me as more than this and that. We got a real strong bond and all this. I said, but go tell your male friends one time that, hey, I'm hurting for it today. He said, I need it today.
I am struggling. I need penis inside of me. ASAP.
Just go lay it out for him, okay? And I want you to come up looking like this, all right? I want you to come up, breast out, and just be like, hey, come right up looking like this. Hey, we've been friends a long time. I really need something today. Miss Taylor Rooks, you be coming up look just like this, stuff hanging out. Boy, we've been friends a long time, and, just today, I had a tough day. Looking like this, just like, I just really need my back blown out. He'd be like, all right. Ain't no problem. Been waiting for you to say something. Damn. What took you so damn long? Man, we got to be honest, man. Folks ain't being honest out here, okay? We ain't got enough honesty out here in the world. Can we be honest with each other? That's all I'm saying, all right? These dudes be hanging around you. Boy, hey, look. Like I said, it's 9 out of 10. Maybe every once in a while you got that one male friend who would never lay a finger on you, okay? You could have it bent over right there in the room, spread open. You done already slathered it up. It's already leaking for him. And he'd be like, I'll pass, okay? But doggone it, that's 1 in a million, okay? That's 1 in a million. You know what I'm saying? 9 times out of 10, the instincts kick in, all right? And that was another thing she talked about. Miss Rooks talked about primal animals, okay? Primal animals in a zoo. She acts like everybody's primal animals in a zoo. And I'm just like, well, humans are in the rut 100% of the time, okay? We're constantly in the rut, all right? In nature, they have the season of the rut. Deers, bears, lions, all that other stuff, they have seasons. They smell in the air. The men compete for the females. The men that's the victor get the spoils of war. Okay, that's just all there is to it. All right, but us as humans, we're 100% of the time we're in the rut. Okay, we're in the rut. So we are quote unquote kind of like primal animals because our instincts start to kick in, which is to repopulate the earth, be reproductive. Okay, all right, and we have to have those primal instincts. So our species continues. Because if we didn't, our species would have been gone a long time ago, okay? All right, it'd have been gone a long time ago. All right, that's just all there is to it. So, in fact, we are kind of like primal animals. All right, we have those natural instincts and tendencies. Okay, and I'm not saying that you got to act on them all the time. All right, of course, all of us just don't act on them. We don't just go out there and just tackle a raw down and saying it's mine today. You know what I'm saying? I'm going in for the kill. I mean, that ain't what I'm talking about. Okay, but we all have those primal instincts. Just like if you get in a situation, you get put in a poor place. All of a sudden, there's a hot and heated moment. Before you know it, somebody who was just a female friend, you got a leg stretched back to all the way up to her head. You're like, oh, what happened here? But I mean, it happened like that. I mean, you just be looking around like, and then all of a sudden you be up in it. You know what I'm saying? It can happen. All right. So I believe if you're in the context of a relationship with somebody, you need to be really careful what you call male and female friends on the opposite ends of the spectrum. So as a woman, oh yeah, I've got a lot of men that are friends. These men that are friends, are you sitting here conversating with them all the time? Are you giving them intimate details? Are y'all going and hanging out unbeknownst to me? You know what I'm saying? Without me? Same thing as men with a female friend, quote unquote. You have female acquaintances, okay? I got acquaintances, but I'm not digging that deep, okay? We ain't going and hanging out. We're not allowing any shenanigans to take place, okay? Any shenanigans to take place. All right? Now, one last thing I want to talk about. When she was talking about getting all of your information from men only is terrifying. I was like, most of us go to our particular gender, okay, for information. All right? This just is what it is. As a man, when I go and I talk about a whole bunch of stuff, a lot of times I talk about it with other men. Same thing with women. All right. We have different ways we see the world and we're trying to bounce stuff off each other. That's the way we do it. Now, usually when we try to figure out stuff about women or about men, opposite, it usually does come from a parental side. So mom, dad, aunt, uncle, as long as the aunt and the uncle ain't nasty and trying to do you. You got to watch out for that. Okay. Because there's some nasty ones out there. All right. You got to watch out for family. Okay. Even familia. Familia clip your ass. All right. Familia clip your ass. All right. So that's just the way we garner and gain information, which can be okay. So at the end of the day, all right. At the end of the day, can men and women be friends? Of course. All right. With an asterisk. All right. With an asterisk. Which means to say that at any point in time, something could slip up. Somebody might have feelings that the other one don't have. Somebody might be waiting for an opportunity, okay? For an opportunity. Everything can seem okay, all right? Can seem okay. Oh, yeah, platonic, would never do anything. Oh, yeah, she would never try anything. And before you know it, some shit go awry, all right? So, for me, if you're in the confines, if you're in a relationship, I believe those things need to be kind of left separate completely. Hanging out with female friends as a man, just hanging out with females, girlfriend not there, but she can't help but to feel some type of way. You know what I'm saying? And then she was talking about, oh, well, if I can't trust him around females, I say, but it ain't even about that, okay? Stuff could creep up in your mind. If you're having an issue within the relationship, and he's just going out, he's just hanging around women, all of a sudden maybe he's home a little bit later. But this shit can go awry real quick, okay? Real quick. Now, I know Joy Taylor was talking about, the red flag, no female friends, but it just seems like you need to be a professional athlete, okay? This is the only two things they got in her dating history, all right? She's 37 years old. She was married to Richard Giannotta, who was a former baseball player, and she was engaged to Earl Watson, which they broke up. So, I mean, it just seems like you need to be in professional sports, okay? I mean, Taylor Rooks probably with somebody. She probably with some higher ups too. There ain't no doubt in my mind that's who she with. All right, who's this? The dating Sportsnet's anchor. Oh, she's Sportsnet. Who's this guy? Who is this guy? We know who this guy is. Jesse Williams. He looks familiar. What Jesse Williams do? Oh, Grey's Anatomy. Is that where I know him from? Yeah, so Bo, you got to be on a whole nother level to mess with these women anyway, Bo. I'm saying you got to be on a whole nother. They talk about some other ish. So let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section below. Men, women, platonic friendship, does it exist? I say, of course it does, with an asterisk. All right. So hope y'all did enjoy this video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.